Hey, it's Skylar, and this video is going to be a pretty personal one. I get questions a lot about choosing a name different from your birth name, so I decided to finally just make a video of it so I can address all the people who keep asking me. First, I'm going to tell you about my story of how I came to my name. I was trying to figure out a name for myself and did what a lot of people do, and I asked around, hey, what kind of name do you think would suit me best? And didn't really come up with a lot of answers. So I went on baby name websites and started looking through names that I felt I could like. And I came down to a list of like maybe 10 and narrowed it down to finally about 3. One name that I didn't come up with was Skylar. I actually asked my best friend at the time how he came up with his name. All he did, he said, was take his birth name and change the spelling of the second half. So I was like, gee, you're very helpful. Not really at all. But his sister had just given birth to a baby boy named Skylar with an A. So he's like, I really like the name Skylar, but you should change it to Skylar with an E. And that's essentially how I came up with my name. For Bennett was one of the names that I was throwing around for myself, and it was a toss-up between Skylar and Bennett. And I kind of did a poll with a lot of my friends, and we decided on Skylar Bennett. And that's that. I have been playing around with Aaron, Aaron, for a first name. If I decide to, if I ever get on testosterone, if I feel like it would fit me better, then I will change it to Aaron Bennett so that I can keep my initials, ABC. Otherwise, I'm just going to stay Skylar Bennett and not have ABC initials. Now, some tips that I have for choosing your name are pretty simple. Using baby name websites, I use babyname.com and Nameberry, but there are plenty of them, and then there's baby name books and all sorts of crap under the sun that you can use to find your name. Looking for an origin is helpful if you want it to be American, if you want it to be Spanish, if you want French, Old English. It really helps to know the origin if you're looking for something traditional, or if you want something contemporary, if you want something classic. Another good site is the U.S. Census Bureau. What they do is they have a list of names and the year that they were popular, what was number 1 ranked in this year, what this name ranked in what year. So that's also pretty helpful if you're looking for an uncommon name or a name that was common a long time ago. And you can also look up names that have a meaning. So if you want a name that means heir or chosen one or something, you can look up names that mean that. So there's plenty of different ways to look up names. I suggest not asking people, hey, what name do you think fits me best? Because you're going to get either a lot of answers or no answers whatsoever. What I suggest you do is you find a few names, narrow it down to maybe 5, maybe 3, 5 names that you like best, and ask people who know you. You can ask people on the internet who don't know you and say, oh, this, send a picture of yourself and say, this is what I look like. Does this name match? But I wouldn't really go with that. It's up to you really, but that's not something I would do personally. So just remember that a name is a very personal thing. It's going to be who you are. And it's okay to try on different names. Like I said, I tried on Skylar Bennett. I've tried on Bennett. I've tried on Aaron. I may continue to try on Aaron at some point. It's just a very personal thing that is up to you. And that's that. Bye.